Hi everyone. Welcome to another vocab builder video. Our first word for today is array. It's defined as an impressive display or range of a particular type of thing. For example, there is a vast array of literature on the topic. In other places, it means an ordered series or arrangement. For example, several arrays of solar panels will help provide power. In other places, it means elaborate or beautiful clothing. Consider this example: he was clothed in fine array. However, in a different situation, it's defined as a list of jurors empaneled. Moving on. The next word is brood. It means a family of young animals, especially of a bird, produced at one hatching or birth. For example, a brood of chicks. Up next. Brisk. It's defined as active, fast, and energetic. For example, a good brisk walk. Up next. Boost. It's defined as help or encourage something to increase or improve. Consider this example: a range of measures to boost tourism. Next up. Increase. It's defined as become or make greater in size, amount, intensity, or degree. For example, car use is increasing at an alarming rate. The next word is casual. It's defined as relaxed and unconcerned. Consider this example: she regarded his affairs with a casual indulgence. In other places, it's defined as not regular or permanent. It is similar to temporary, part-time, impermanent. However, in a different situation, it means happening by chance, accidental. For example, he pretended it was a casual meeting. However, in a different situation, it means without formality of style or manner, in particular, of clothing, suitable for everyday wear rather than formal occasions. For example, a casual short-sleeved shirt. Next up. Circuit. It's defined as a roughly circular line, route, or movement that starts and finishes at the same place. For example, I ran a circuit of the village. However, in a different situation, it's defined as an established itinerary of events or venues used for a particular activity, typically involving public performance. For example, the alternative cabaret circuit. In other places, it means a complete and closed path around which a circulating electric current can flow. Consider this example: the maximum number of light fittings on a circuit is 12. Up next. Breach. It means an act of breaking or failing to observe a law, agreement, or code of conduct. Consider this example: a breach of confidence. In other places, it means a gap in a wall, barrier, or defense, especially one made by an attacking army. For example, a breach in the mountain wall. Up next. Antiquity. It's defined as the ancient past, especially the period before the Middle Ages. Consider this example: the great civilizations of antiquity. However, in a different situation, it means great age. Consider this example: a church of great antiquity. The next word is battalion. It means a large body of troops ready for battle, especially an infantry unit forming part of a brigade typically commanded by a lieutenant colonel. Other words that mean the same are unit, regiment, brigade. Next up. Abide. It's defined as accept or act in accordance with a rule, decision, or recommendation. Consider this example: I said I would abide by their decision. However, in a different situation, it's defined as be unable to tolerate someone or something. For example, if there is one thing I cannot abide, it is a lack of discipline. In other places, it's defined as of a feeling or memory, continue without fading or being lost. For example, at least one memory will abide. Next up. Dwell. It's defined as live in or at a specified place. For example, groups of gypsies still dwell in these caves. In other places, it's defined as think, speak, or write at length about a particular subject, especially one that is a source of unhappiness, anxiety, or dissatisfaction. For example, I've got better things to do than dwell on the past. Next up, bliss. It means perfect happiness, great joy. Consider this example. She gave a sigh of bliss. Up next, bliss. It means perfect happiness, great joy. Consider this example. She gave a sigh of bliss. Next up, clap. It's defined as strike the palms of one's hands together repeatedly, typically in order to applaud. For example, Agnes clapped her hands in glee. The next word is attentive. It means paying close attention to something. For example, never before had she had such an attentive audience. Up next, clip. It's defined as a device, typically flexible or worked by a spring, for holding an object or objects together or in place. Other words that mean the same are fastener, clasp, hasp. Next up, benevolent. It's defined as well-meaning and kindly. For example, a benevolent smile. Up next, antagonism. It's defined as active hostility or opposition. For example, the antagonism between them. Up next, chuckle. It's defined as laugh quietly or inwardly. Consider this example. I chuckled at the astonishment on her face. The next word is conjecture. It means an opinion or conclusion formed on the basis of incomplete information. Consider this example. Conjectures about the newcomer were many and varied. The next word is blunt. It's defined as of a knife, pencil, etc., having a worn-down edge or point, not sharp. For example, a blunt knife. In other places, it's defined as of a person or remark, uncompromisingly forthright. Consider this example, a blunt statement of fact. Next up, conspiracy. It means a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Consider this example, a conspiracy to destroy the government. Next up, coalition. It means an alliance for combined action, especially a temporary alliance of political parties forming a government or of states. For example, a coalition of conservatives and disaffected Democrats. Next up, chip. It's defined as a small piece of something removed in the course of chopping, cutting, or breaking a hard material such as wood or stone. For example, mulch the shrubs with cedar chips. However, in a different situation, it means a thin slice of food, typically potato, made crisp by being fried, baked, or dried and eaten as a snack. For example, a bag of chips. However, in a different situation, it's defined as a tiny wafer of semiconducting material used to make an integrated circuit, a microchip. Moving on. However, in a different situation, it's defined as a counter used in certain gambling games to represent money. For example, a poker chip. However, in a different situation, it's defined as in soccer, golf, and other sports, a short lofted kick or shot. For example, he made no mistake with a chip and a par putt from 4 feet to seal victory. The next word is choir. It means an organized group of singers, typically one that takes part in church services or performs regularly in public. Consider this example, the Baptist choir. If this video helped you, there are many more like it. Feel free to leave any questions or suggestions that you have in the comments section below.